We're at Mildenhall for Shootout round 5, and I've got Shootout Junior Competition winner Frankie Page, who's going to be doing the draw today and asking some of the drivers his winning entry questions.
Frankie, do you want to pick the first one out? No peeking.
197 Ryan Harrison.
Okay, 197 heat 1. Okay, pop him down there.
526 Finn Sargent.
Heat 1.
Hines.
You can go heat 2.
166 Bobby Griffin.
Heat
555 Frankie Wayman Jr.
Heat 1.
217 Lee Fairhurst.
Yeah.
515 Frankie Wayman Jr.
Heat 2.
84 Tom Harris.
Heat 1.
Matt Newton 16.
2. Is that everybody?
He's winning. Oh no,
Cheers. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay, happy?
Yep.
Right.
Right, he's got some questions to ask you. So you need to. So he's got 2 individual ones and 1 joint one. Okay.
As you get older, does it hurt more when you hit the fence?
That's a good question. Depends who puts me in, really. Depends how hard we're going in, but no, the hits have been pretty much the same for the last 30 odd years, to be honest. They all hurt, trust me, all of them. Good question.
Thank you. Do you remember at Kings Lynn World Final when I pushed you wide and overtook you at the bumper cars?
I do remember that. It was in the fair behind the stands, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You hit me really hard. I remember that. You hit me harder than Tom Harris does. Fair play to you. Yeah, I remember that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hit any other drivers that day?
I think it was only you.
Just
at the
me. I was the only one you could
cars.
catch. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
Thank you for picking me out nearly first. Appreciate it.
My dad says I can only go to the shootout final if more than one driver can win. Who's going to stop Tom so I can go?
Okay. Who would like to answer that question?
Yeah, we'll all try and stop Tom, that's why we're here, pal. So seriously, we all want to win it, and that's why we're here.
Anybody else?
Pay as a mechanic to not put fuel in it again.
Anybody else? Harsh. Are you happy with those answers?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Good. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are at Mildenhall with Heat 1 winner 345 Jake Haary. Jake, we've been stood here a while waiting for Sophie to write the results on the board, and you've just been stood beaming.
Just staring at 345 winner.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've been staring at. Yeah. It's about time my good fortune came.
Yes.
So.
We spoke at the beginning of the meeting, and I wasn't at Skegness. I've been watching Jordan's very impressive video of you going underneath Paul Carter at Skegness.
Yeah. Well. It was one of them stock car incidents. It was a big, spectacular crash.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to see a crash, don't they? But drivers don't love being in them.
No.
Apart from Chris Cowley. Chris Cowley loves a crash. But yeah, I've had bad luck all year. I've had a naff year. Obviously, I've tried to set the world alight with a new car, and it really hasn't gone well. And it's been publicised. Everyone knows that. You know, it's not been hidden. I've not been hiding behind it. Everyone knows that I've really struggled this year, and I've ironed out my problems, and finally getting somewhere. You know, a nice heat win does a world of good, especially in our team. So,
I think you say about you don't hide behind, you don't hide the problems. I think your dad with his video blogs, he very much puts you guys in the like warps and all, isn't it? And is that kind of tricky though? I guess because
it is actually, because you get a lot of people coming up and saying about what's happened this week or whatever. We do also feel like we're the only ones with all this bad luck. Yeah. However, we're the only ones who actually publicises it, if you know what I mean, on our bad luck. So. It is what it is.
You started the year, and you very kindly you shared your brand new car with us. We did the exclusive of that. You brought out a brand new Stuart Smith Junior Shell car. Did you feel that pressure coming into the season? Going, I need to do it. You had a good year last year. The mini season we had, you had a good year.
I didn't, because last year I had a really good year. and sort of set a stone for myself. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a new shell car. It was on the cards, you know, last year we were going to get a new shell car, and yeah, I don't know what went wrong. So yeah.
We've turned the corner. We've turned the corner a little bit. So good. I'm pleased. Right. So this is your second interview, and your dad's going to do one now, isn't it? So you're like a media superstar now. This is what happens.
I don't mean to. I really don't mean to.
But you're smiling and you're happy, so it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jake, thank you so much for popping over, and go and talk to your dad.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. Heat 2 winner 22, Will Yarrow. Will, it looked like a relatively straightforward race. You got away from the blues and happy days.
I tiptoed around the first few laps. I noticed on the 2 rolling laps it's a bit greasy.
Yeah.
So I tiptoed around for a few laps and found myself at the front. To be fair, the white top, who was running in the lead when I was second, he was going well, and I don't think he was really any slower than me. It's just he had his eye on me, made a little mistake, and I was through, and then I just had to keep going and keep it in front. Yeah. Couldn't see anything in the mirror that was concerning me, so yeah, it was happy days.
We don't race here very often, so is it really difficult to kind of know how to drive the track?
Yeah, I think the track is definitely a lottery. You know, it's a small track, it's different to what we're used to, but sometimes it's nice coming to something different. I mean, I am old enough to have raced here when we was here all them years ago, but I didn't. I did race my minis round here. But yeah, when we came back with the ones a couple of years ago, I thought, didn't realise how small it was. And then I had a little bit of a push, so basically I just had to try and keep the back end out all the way around, and well, it paid off. Yeah,
because when I was watching the racing, like, drivers are taking very different sort of styles. Some of them are sideways all the way around, some are kind of coming into the bend then going straight down the straight. It doesn't seem to be any one way's quickest.
No, I mean, sometimes if you're in the pack and you're doing that, you'll get took round, but there wasn't anyone close to me that was bothering me, so I thought, well, this is working for me, I'll just keep it like this. I think Matt Newsom was just in front, albeit almost a lap down, and I just sort of paced myself on him, and I thought, well, we must be going well.
Absolutely.
You know, so really happy.
I noticed this week you've put your car up for sale. Brand new car this year, wasn't it? Is there kind of a reason behind that?
Yeah, well, the last few years we've toyed with coming to the end. We've been doing it since 1988. And obviously last year we couldn't race, which would have possibly been the last year. So we've done this year. We wasn't going to do a lot of meetings, but as the norm, we've got carried away, and here we are at the end of the season, still racing. But it's up for sale, and this will be the last year. Unless this man can talk me out of it. He's done a proper job the last few years of talking me out of it.
Okay, Jono, are you going to talk him out of it?
Well, thank you very much. I will try my hardest. It is a lot of hard work, because there's only me and Will works on the car in the week. So we are up against the time. Plus, we're getting older. So I will try my best.
But when I came over and jokingly said, you're his agent, can I borrow Will? And Will was like, absolutely, you need to come over because you're kind of, the main man that sort of sits behind Will. Do you know? And it felt right that you have a bit of a limelight, if you like.
He's definitely what we call the crew chief.
Well, that is a compliment. I think that's a bit disputable. Like on the way home, it'll get a bit messy, but
it is hard. But like I say, it is hard work, and Will can't race without guys like you. So
definitely not.
Yeah, I've been with Will since he was born. I've known him since he was born. Many days, kept disappearing because I've messed up a lot in my life, but that's another story. So yeah, I will do anything just to keep us out on track, put it that way.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
I think there'll be a lot of people that will be quite sad when you do decide to call it a day.
Well, yeah, and we will as well, but we can't go on forever. I'm no John Lund or Jeff Nichols, and I take my hat off to them for what they do, but I feel the time is about right. We've had lots of fun, and we're still having a little bit of glory, which will make it more difficult, but in the back of my mind, the decision's made.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Jono, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're at Mildenhall, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to catch up with new to Formula 1, 289, Jake Walker. Jake, thanks so much for having a bit of a chat. So you've come into Formula 1 from Formula 2, and you're quite successful in Formula 2. I don't know about Formula 2s, but you were red, I think. Red?
Yeah, we were in between red and blue light. We had a bit of success, so yeah, not too bad.
And you made that the big jump into Formula 1. So what was the story behind that?
That's a midlife crisis at the age of 25. Bit of an now or never kind of thing. Always wanted to do it. Good friend of mine, John Wright, 348. He retired end of the year, and that kind of got me into thinking, you know, maybe it's time for me to have a go and have John as a mechanic, like. So it kind of everything fell into place the right time, if there is a right time anyway.
Well, you're only 25, so absolutely. But it is a big decision. Like, you know, Formula 2 is quite small. You can kind of almost work them on in your garage at home. Formula 1's everything's bigger and noisier. Yeah,
it's not ideal. You know, everything's more expensive and, like you say, bigger and noisier. And I kept making excuses. And then eventually, you've just got to say, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen now. So, and we'll find a way around it. And that's what we are doing. You know, we're lucky that we've got Mark and Liam Gilbank just up the road, so they make the job a lot easier. So nothing's too far away. So now we're coping. Yeah. So you've gone to Mark and you've debuted a beautiful, you know, brand new shell car. So what was the thinking behind that? You know, it's a brand new car. Was there a temptation to go get a second-hand one, or was it kind of? Yeah. To be fair, we did originally bought an old car, and the plan where we'd chop it up and, you know, we'd make it into something new. And me being a bit of a perfectionist, like, and we chopped that much off it. Mark said we might as well just start with a fresh one, and. So we did, and the plan where, you know, I was going to build it with Mark and Liam, and then COVID came in. So Mark and Liam cracked on with the car, like, got the car done, and not a lot of time at all, really. Left it with me to finish it, and that just took me about a year to finish it, you know, just bits and bobs. But anyway, so it kind of just all kept rolling. We spiraled out of control of it, but we ended up with a new car. I'd never had a new Formula 2 before. I've always bought used cars, so well, if I'm having a new car, it might as well be Formula 1.
And here we are. And so you debuted Northampton last month. Happy with it?
Yeah, happy. Plenty of laps in. You know, helped that it was a quiet meeting, I think, and, you know, car ran well. Nothing fell off it. That's the main thing. And we got a few results. You know, scraped a few, 8th and a 9th, I think. So yeah, really happy with that for the first time out. And
we've come to Mildenhall, which is very different. It's like you're driving in a circle. But you got a second in your heat.
We did, yeah. You know, I've done a fair few laps around here in a Formula 2, so a bit of track knowledge, I think, helped. You know, but yeah, happy with a second. That's not what we were expecting. So
in terms of Formula 1, obviously you've kind of come in, done a couple of meetings. Have you kind of set yourself any aspirations for what you want to achieve in the Formula?
Not really. I mean, I always want to succeed. If so, you know, you want to be competitive, you want to win races. But, you know, the bigger picture is I might struggle in this, but as long as we're having fun, that's what it's all about, isn't it? So, but no, we want to win races, so we'll see if we can make it possible.
Absolutely. Well, you're nearly there in Heat 2, do you know what I mean? So you were nearly there. In terms of there's a few more shell left this year, and then we're sort of winter, and then back into a new season 2022. Is it kind of a full season of shell, or?
I've always been pretty shale based, so I know we might make the odd tarmac appearance, but the idea is stick to shale, do as much as we can, like.
And I guess Mark and Liam being so close to you is a big help, because they are very different, aren't they, to racing Formula 2s?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have done it, to be fair, without Mark and Liam. You know, I'm good friends with him before buying the car, and, you know, but yeah, it's completely different. You know, I'm on the phone most nights to Mark, like, so it's handy to have him there, definitely.
And when drivers come into Formula 1, it's quite often from saloons or V8s. There doesn't seem that many coming in from Formula 2. Why do you think that is?
It's hard to say. I mean, Formula 2s are, you know, they're good fun, they're competitive at a relatively low budget. I think you're about to see more of them with this. I've heard the Formula 2s are paid to race next year, so with a bit of luck, you might get a few Formula 2 drivers in Formula 1. But
that's not a bad thing.
No, it's just the transport logistics of Formula 1. It's not ideal. I mean, we're still towing with a van and a trailer and doing what we can, so we'll see.
Jake, thank you so much for coming over to talk to me. Good luck in tonight's final, and racing tomorrow in Northampton.
If it's still in one piece, we will.
Fingers crossed.
We'll try.
Jake, thanks so much for your time.
No problem, mate.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
We are at Mildenhall with consolation winner 124 Kyle Gray. Kyle, well done.
Thank you very much.
We spoke at Kings Lynn. You'd won the previous week at Northampton. You then won at Kings Lynn. We went to Northampton afterwards, and then you didn't win there.
No, I did a grand total of a corner.
Brilliant.
Unless you count the warm-up laps as actual laps, so I've done about 2.5.
Yeah, they did quite a few of those in Northampton, don't you? Yeah.
Done all them, got myself psyched up, and then did the corner.
Okay. Was that your fault, or
it was a bit of both? To be fair, I went in hard anyway, which I would have got round, but there was about 2 parked cars at the fence, so I made the 3rd parked car there as well. So
just thought, you know what, I'd sack this off.
Yeah.
Sack it off.
Have a beer instead. Have a beer instead.
So in terms of the consolation tonight, you were running third for quite a while. Mark and Sam Brigg had gone. They were gone.
Yeah.
And Sam got a bit giddy, took out Mark, and then you came through for the...
To be fair, I didn't even see what happened. I was more focused on trying to keep mine in the straight line.
Right, okay.
The first one, I spun out, to be fair, myself. And then the thing is, once she was on the inside, going around them corners, because it's such a small track, there's no sort of gap to then sort of pull back out. You're sort of stuck in the middle, so to speak. So I just stood there. So.
And you got the victory. Is it hard to drive around Mildenhall? Is it?
Some laps it's actually quite nice. Like it's just like flowing. Yeah. But because like I said, it's such a small track. There's traffic everywhere you go. Like for King's Lynn, for example, like if you're leading, you've got normally a bit of a clear track ahead of you. Yeah. But whereas here, you're straight on the back markers straight away, and it is a hard track I find to pass people because you're sideways before you go into the corner, so you can't sort of give someone a hit on the back bumper to get them away. It's more like a side rail shot, so to speak. But
I've been watching various different drivers, and everyone seems to take it sort of a different style. Some are all like sideways all the way around, some are kind of a little bit and then straight a little bit. Nobody seems to have sort of got one.
Yes, I suppose it's just the driver really at the end of the day. Like, to be fair, I can't do one lap the same at the minute. That's what I'm struggling. I'm trying to piece 2 laps together the same, but I'm struggling with that at the minute. But no, it was quick enough. I saw Finn behind me. I thought, I can't have him overtake me. I won't hit the last of it, so I thought I've got to get going. So, but no, it was good.
Brilliant. You missed Skegness last weekend. Is tarmac kind of done for you this year?
Well, we just keep having engine problems at the minute. Just bad luck, really. All the cars all done. We've just got to do a bit of fiddling with the engine, and it'll be all good to go. Hopefully, we'll be out. I can't see it's been out for Hennesford. I'd like to, but as long as I'm out for Gala night to do the, because I got second last time.
Okay. 125.
125. Yes. So I'd like to be out for that, but if not, I'm 20 on Friday.
That's not very old.
I'm applied for my bus pass. But no, it'll be alright.
Yeah. But it is tough to have 2 cars and run them competitively week in, week out, especially this year, but it's so condensed. To be fair, we didn't find it not too bad in 2019, but we've just moved premises now. Right, okay. Trying to move a load of lorries and workshops and everything, and trying to do the stock cars at the same time. It's a bloody nightmare. Of course. And then obviously me and my dad are at each other's throats as well, and it's like, sometimes the old word says, it's staying in the back of the truck now for the rest of the season, but it never does. The words are there, so. Well, thank you for you, it doesn't, so that's good. Well done for your consolation. Good luck in the final.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
197, Ryan Harrison. Ryan, you're having a fantastic run of form at the minute.
Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty decent at the minute. Cars, Charles and Tarmac both performing, so yeah, just keep having fun and keep doing what we're doing.
Obviously here for the Shootout series, round 5 tonight, people are talking about there's kind of only you that can stop Tom. Do you agree with that?
I want it. Yeah. I do want it when I race. I always want to win all the time. I'm not saying the others don't, but if you want to beat him, you're going to have to take him out. Someone's going to have to do something if they really want it, and no one's stepping up to the mark now. And you know, so far, I know we're only 4 or 5 rounds in, or wherever we are. No one's really showing they want it as bad as him. So as far as I can see at the minute, he's going to sail it.
Yeah. And do you see that actually it's your place to take on Tom? Do you know what I mean? Do you want to do that, or is it actually I just want to go out and race, and if I do well, brilliant? Or is that at the back of your mind?
No, I mean we're not going out there to sort of take him on and cause loads of havoc, because we know we're not going to be here for the last rounds. Yeah. Was potentially going to be the last 3 rounds, but with flights being moved to America, we're going to miss the last one now. That's double points. So, I mean, realistically, we haven't got a shot of winning it. So, you know, I'm just going to go out there and I've got nothing to lose. I'm racing for fun. I want to win every race. If I've got to take him out to win the race, then that's what I'll do. But it won't be malicious about the shootout, because realistically, we're not in a position to take it.
No, that's absolutely fair. So thank you for that. Because I think back to that first Kings Lynn, and it kind of really felt for me that it was yourself, Tom. It really kind of sort of seemed to kickstart the series.
Yeah, I mean, we're both pretty hungry drivers, and on the show we like to get involved, and it's rough racing. It is what it is. We like running the high line and you know, leaning on each other, and you know, we're probably dragging each other along, and it's good for him to have a bit of competition that's happy to get stuck involved. You know, run him up the wall. He can run me up the wall. He's bounced off each other a few times. You know, we come around, have a giggle. It is what it is. On to the next track, next race, and see what we can do.
It must be nice for you. I mean, obviously, go back to World Final. It was you know, it wasn't great. You know, you're obviously disappointed with World Final, but it's always kick-started again now. We've gone to the back end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I was really frustrated with the World Final. I put a lot of time and effort into making everything perfect, and to get a punch like that was you know, probably one of my lows. And then, you know, some of the sponsors and friends and family and that give me a bit of a kick up the arse and says, right, the rest of the season, go out and just show them what you can do. And I think realistically we're doing a damn good job of doing that at the minute.
Brilliant. Ryan, thanks so much. When are you getting to America, sorry?
So we've got flights booked on the 9th of November.
Yeah, it's 8th, isn't it? You can go.
8th you can go, my dad's going on the 8th and I'm going on the 9th, so potentially we might go to Kings Lynn and then hence when it is, we might do that.
Yeah.
So,
which then kind of takes you out of the last round at Bradford.
Yeah, so just see what happens and keep having fun.
One last question. Mildenhall is very different to tracks that we normally race at.
Yeah, it's a very technical little track, and you know, you're around there so but you're always sort of hanging out with your back end out, waiting for someone to tag you around. And I got on with it at the start. Then I said to my dad, I need to just get broke free, because I can easily get turned around here. And as soon as I broke free, I settled down and just got on with it.
So, are you, in terms of your driving style, are you driving more conservative when you're in traffic, because you have got that risk, and once you kind of then free, you can get your back end out a bit more?
Yeah, to a degree, like with the superstars and that, because you're also at a similar pace, you're on top of each other, and you know you're pushing it to the limits. You can easily tag in the left rear wheel and spin you around. But I wouldn't say as you can settle down when you think, that you can pick your moments and you haven't got a rush. And some of them blue tops are, you know, showing they're pretty on the pace here to us boys, and it's just a momentum track, similar to Sheffield, but a hell of a lot smaller. Yeah. And probably a lot more fun.
Yeah. Ryan, thanks so much. Good luck in America. Cool. Cheers.
Thank you.
Place at Mildenhall in the final is 659 Paul Hines. Paul, that was a very, very busy and frantic race.
Yeah, it was. 30 cars around there. When they said there was 30 cars out there, I thought that's going to be a challenge. But strangely, I sort of suit them races really. I can drive a car, I can get through traffic. I don't tend to crash too much. I did skeggy, but I don't want to crash too much. So you know, those races tend to suit me a little bit. So I enjoyed the race really. It went well.
I've heard a couple of drivers say that they seem to think you raise your game when it comes to the shootout. You seem to get a bit more involved.
Yeah, I do. I've been racing a long time now, so it's nice to, I think, step up for this.
Yeah.
I like the fact there's a crowd here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, there's a buzz around it, and there's a buzz around shootout, and I like that. I think that's what stock racing's about. So yeah, I do like the shootout. I think it's a cracking competition. I'm not going to do any good in it now, because obviously I missed Skiggy last week. You can't afford to miss around.
No.
The top lads are so good. They really are so good. I can't afford to miss around and still compete. But you know, we enjoy it. We're in there, and
because you have had like a couple of really good rounds. Do you know what I mean? Like the first Kings Lynn, very good.
Oh, Buxton was. I mean, just Skeggy just ruined everything really. We got third in the consolation. Even in that race, we were going well, and I was up for it. But then just after the flag, got a hit after the flag while I was stationary, and it made a mess of the car. Certainly made a mess of me. So that was it really. I couldn't race Sunday. I like to try and race. I can race when I'm I couldn't race then really, and you know, we're all brave,
Yes.
but I'm not stupid. You know, I've got to go to work Monday morning like the rest of them, and I've got a little boy I want to play with, and all these things. So you know, I'm not going to risk things for that.
Are you feeling a bit better? Obviously, better enough. You know, today it's a bit sore. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Sunday and Monday were tough. I weren't well Sunday, Monday. Yeah. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, I was not too bad, and then Thursday, Friday, all right. But you don't know how you feel until you get out there. It's like anything. You know, your shoulder hurts, but you don't use your shoulder much in the week. I'm a pen pusher for a living, so I don't have to do any physical stuff. So you don't know until you get out there, and then when you get out there, you know, you feel it. There's no doubt about it. But
the adrenaline kicks in as well, doesn't it?
It does. And just you want to do well. There's a lot of people there today. It's not only one time we come in now is today. So Mildenhall's a cracking little track. People see us today that never seen us before, so you want to try and put something of a show on. Of course. And then when you're out there, you want to do as best you can, don't you? So,
When I've spoken to drivers who've won races, they've all kind of said it's very difficult to kind of choose the right way to attack Mildenhall, because you know, if you kind of got going into the bend sideways, you've got the vulnerability piece.
Yeah. It's a challenging track. It's fun to get around on your own, let alone with 30 to 29 others out there. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's you know, a couple of times you go in, you hang out a bit, and you think, oh, that could be dangerous. And you know, you go in square, and every bend is a challenge, and every bend you're thinking about it, and your brain processes so many things in such a short space of time. So yeah, it's a brilliant track to race on. And you know, it's not that fast really. It feels it because you're on it all the time, but in terms of actual miles per hour, you're not really going that fast. So if you hit something, it tends to be fairly minor stuff. Touchboard, that's probably, that's done it now for the national, isn't it? But anyway, it's, you know what I mean. And so you can go in a bit hard, you know what I mean. And it's good. It's great, really good.
Brilliant. Paul, thank you for coming over.
You're very welcome.
Go and finish getting ready for the national.
Will do.
All right.
If I put there, is that like a beard as well?
Yeah, it's not mine. It's like a bigger version of my smaller version.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Very manly.
There you go. Heat 1 winner and Trust Fund Trophy winner is number 1, Tom Harris. Tom, it was a good race for you.
It was, it's fantastic. Starting at the back of a field like that, you know, all blues, red superstars, it's nice to win, and it's actually a trophy I've not won, and my dad had won in 2001, I think my dad won it, so he had one up on me, and thankfully today I've managed to sort that one out.
When you go into a race like that and you've got such a field in front of you, is it like, are you kind of going, I can do this, or is it just, you know, is it different mentality?
No, I go into a race believing I can win, because I believe that if you go into a race thinking, oh, such and such in this race, then you're already beaten before you start. So I've got my head in the right place where I need to be, and I don't believe that anybody can beat me. So when I go on track, I obviously want to win and just try and blow everybody else out. It's just another car at the end of the day. We're all humans in a car, so that's my mentality. So, but it's nice to win a race like that in a stacked field. So really pleased.
Mildenhall last night. It's different, Mildenhall. Do you like it?
To be honest, I went there and I was completely out the ballpark, wrong gears and whatever. I'd never raced there before. Actually, I wouldn't go there every week. But as a one-off, I did enjoy the night. So it's good, and hopefully, you know, showing F1 to a different crowd, it's going to get some more interest in the sport.
I think I spoke to a couple of people on the terraces, and they were both like, "We've come here tonight because we live in Kent or wherever, you know, and this is the only one we can kind of get to, and this is the only time we see Formula Ones." And they were like, and I think it's important, isn't it, to go to venues like that to showcase the sport.
Definitely, to try and, you know, showcase our sport and trying to make the sport bigger and better. We need to showcase it in different areas to get different people interested. Hopefully, people will watch it and then travel somewhere to watch F1. So that's the whole idea of going. And like I said, I hope it was a good night for the fans, and I hope they enjoyed the racing.
And we've got to talk about Shootout. your lead's kind of gradually growing, halfway stage. Are you feeling a bit more comfortable with where you are, or is it still? Because people are talking about who's going to stop Tom on. That's kind of the conversation everywhere, isn't it? Who's going to stop Tom? Do you think that's going to come at some point?
I don't know. I've just gone out there to race my own race. I've not gone out to win. I've not gone out to points race. I don't enjoy points racing. I've said it time and time again. I really don't enjoy it. I just want to go and win. And I've had a good consistent season in the overall points. And so far in the shootout, I've had good finishes and consistent finishes. So just to try and finish as many races as I can, as high position as I can.
Spoke to Ryan last night because obviously won the final, and I said, "Are you going to take Tom on?" And he's like, "Absolutely no." It's like I'll try and beat Tom in the race, but it's not about taking you out because it's I want to win the race, not destroy you.
No, I like if you destroy somebody, and then it's very hard to destroy someone and then go on to win. Yes. So you get more of a buzz like out of passing people, and like when I passed Ryan at the final at Skeg, people were saying, "Oh God, you passed Ryan, don't know what Ryan you're going to get." Well, I give him a fair chance. I was fair with him, so there's no reason that he wouldn't be fair with me back. And Ryan's smart. As the rest of the top drivers are, he knew that if we started messing about each other, we wasn't going to catch the two in front, so we'd have ended up third and fourth, not first and second. So you've got to use your head, and it was a good race. And like I said, I've got no gripes with anybody. I just want to win and enjoy my racing, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, Nigel Green said that a few times when I've spoken to him, and he said kind of he will race people fairly, and then if they do something a bit dirty, actually that's when he gets a stock car race.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I've all the crashes and bashes and the wars and the aggro that I've ended up in, I've never actually started one of them.
Yes.
I've always sort of like been taken on and taken out, and then the payback, and then it all escalates, and then we have a bit of a rivalry for a while, and then it kind of fizzles out. So, but yeah, I just want to go racing, enjoy my racing. So I'll race anything, wheelbarrows, lawnmowers, whatever. So I just enjoy racing, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, perfect. One last question: Are you going to America? Are you going to miss any shootout rounds?
It's so up in the air now. I was supposed to miss Hennesford.
Yes.
But my flight was booked on the 1st of November, and now due to the thing, it's due to the COVID situation, not opening the border till the 8th.
Yes.
And the World Final is run on the 4th, 5th, and the 6th.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
The flight again was cancelled on Friday, so I haven't looked into it to see when it's going to be rescheduled for. So
it's very difficult, isn't it? Why didn't I want you to go? I don't. Is it all about you? Do you reckon?
No, it's not. But at the end of the day, we've got fantastic equipment in America, and it's been 2 years since we've been over there. So me and Ryan, we're all chomping at the bit to go over there. And the first opportunity I get to go, I am going to go. Whether I miss a shootout around the final, whichever, I will be going to America.
Yeah, perfect. Tom, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's day 2 of the Shell weekend at Northampton, and Heat 2 winner 525 Nigel De Kock. Nigel, fantastic race win today.
Yeah, really good, really good. Yeah, the pace of the car is amazing. Started 28th of August at Bradford, won a heat. Then the final weekend came, won a few heats, and then on Sunday won the World Masters over here. Yeah. So and now with this memorial trophy, it's going in a good way. Yeah.
It is. It's really good because we spoke to you at Bradford when you first came over. And you're like, I want to do a few meetings in England, and you are, and you're winning as well, which is brilliant.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes the effort to come over really good. And sometimes you have luck, sometimes you have bad luck, but now for a few weeks you have a lot of good luck.
So you raced Mildenhall last night and you won the Grand National. Yeah. Mildenhall's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one big roundabout where I need to race on, but I like it. I like small, tiny, fun track it is. Yeah. So
did it take you a while to kind of figure out the best way of racing around there? Because every driver seems to try a different line.
Yeah, really. I think I got 6 or 7 laps to figure out how to take the lines, and then Ryan Hammer passed me in the first heat, and then I thought, I think that's the best line to do. And then in the final I was going really good. And I think I don't need that last yellow flag because I was leading very much.
Yeah.
Well, that's also stock car racing it is.
Yeah, because Ryan caught you, didn't he? Going on then sort of with a lap to go, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1 lap to go, Ryan passed me, and if I tried to do a less bender, but I thought take the second place because otherwise maybe because the track was so slick, it was hard to give a less bender. So.
Yeah. But also Mildenhall, because you're sideways, it's kind of quite hard to get like front to back contact, isn't it?
It's really hard because you cannot hit someone on the rear bumper. You need to be in the side rail, and that's really hard to do.
Northampton, you like it?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
That was a very busy race. There's like 1 million yellow tops in it.
Yeah, whoa, there was a lot of them, and I was starting a little bit on the front of the yellow top, so that was quite good. Well, really happy how it turned out.
Do you reckon Sophie's going to make you start at the back of the yellows now?
I
think so, yeah. Next race I'm blue top, so so
okay.
Gonna be different then.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of the rest of the season, any more plans to come over and race?
Yeah, we're gonna do the last Bradford meeting. We're gonna do a Shootout final, and then we're gonna do some qualifying meetings next year and to get into the semi.
Are you thinking about tarmac or just shale?
Just shale, but when those finals are tarmac, just need to look out for a tarmac, I think.
But it's great, you're coming over, you're smiling and you're loving it, which is
I'm loving it.
Thank you so much. All right, good luck for the final.